Quinoa cover crop, the secret soil fix that revives dead garden beds. Welcome back, soil lovers. If you've ever felt your garden beds are tired after a long growing season, or maybe you're fighting compaction, weeds, or nutrient loss, you're not alone. Every gardener, beginner or seasoned, faces that moment when the soil just needs a little recharge. That's where cover cropping comes in, and today I want to introduce you to an underappreciated superstar quinoa as a cover crop. I know what you're thinking. Wait, quinoa, the grain from health food stores? Yes. Beyond being a nutrient-dense food crop, quinoa can play a powerful role in your soil health strategy. In this article, I'll walk you through how quinoa cover cropping works, why it deserves a spot in your soil building toolkit, and exactly how you can make it thrive in your own beds. Let's dive in. Why quinoa makes an unexpected but perfect cover crop. When most gardeners think of cover crops, oats, clover, or rye often come to mind. They're reliable, widely used, and great at protecting soil. But quinoa is a bit of a hidden gem because of its adaptability and the unique benefits it brings to your beds. Quinoa belongs to the same family as spinach and beets, which is actually the amaranth family. Unlike those heavy-feeding cereals, quinoa has a really light footprint on your soil, but still manages to give something back. Its deep taproot reaches way down to loosen up compacted layers, improve drainage, and pull up nutrients that shallow-rooted crops just can't access. And when the plant dies back or you work it into the soil, all those nutrients are released, right where your next crops are going to need them. What makes quinoa stand out is honestly how well it performs in poor or depleted soils. Instead of struggling in tired beds, quinoa grows with surprising vigor, almost like it knows your soil is begging for some help. And if you add in its weed-suppressing canopy, you end up with a cover crop that does a lot more than just cover. It's actually repairing your soil as it grows. Let's break down the actual ways quinoa improves your soil, so you can really see why it's worth the space in your rotation. Quinoa develops a strong taproot surrounded by a fibrous network of secondary roots. Together, they act like natural tillers. Instead of you turning over the soil with a spade, quinoa does the heavy lifting by creating deep channels. After you mow or chop down the plants, these root channels remain, letting air, water, and microorganisms flow freely. Many soils have nutrients locked away in deeper layers, beyond the reach of shallow-rooted vegetables like lettuce or carrots. Quinoa pulls these up, making them available for the crops you plant afterward. Think of it as a nutrient elevator, rescuing the fertility your soil already holds. When quinoa is cut down and incorporated into the soil, or even left as surface mulch, it contributes biomass. That biomass decomposes, feeding the microbial life that drives fertility in a living soil system. More microbes mean more nutrient cycling, better disease resistance, and well, happier crops overall. Once established, quinoa forms a dense canopy that shades out competing weeds. Fewer weeds mean less stress for you and less competition for your garden crops down the line. Planting quinoa as a cover crop also supports beneficial insects and adds diversity to your crop rotation. More diversity in your beds equals less chance for pests and diseases to take over. Alright, let's get practical. Quinoa is a warm season annual, best sown in late spring or early summer after the danger of frost has passed. Broadcast the seeds evenly over your bed or sow in rows about 8 to 12 inches apart. Quinoa thrives best in full sun, and honestly, it doesn't require highly fertile soil. That's part of its magic. Quinoa just needs moderate watering. You really want to avoid overwatering, since it doesn't like soggy feet. Once quinoa is up and growing, it's pretty low maintenance. The only thing you might need to do is a bit of light weeding during the early stages, before it shades out any competitors. For cover cropping purposes, you actually don't need quinoa to reach full seed maturity. Instead, go Go ahead and mow or chop it down once it reaches about 3 to 4 feet tall and before it sets seed. You can either incorporate the biomass into the soil or leave it as mulch on the surface. Both methods work well, depending on whether you want a quick nutrient release by tilling it in or a slow, steady feeding by mulching. So the real power of cover cropping honestly lies in timing. For a spring reset, you'll want to plant quinoa after an early spring harvest, like spinach, peas, or even radishes. By midsummer, you'll cut it down and prep the bed for fall crops like brassicas or carrots. And if your beds are struggling midsummer, quinoa can be grown quickly, cut down, and then reincorporated before you plant late-season staples like garlic or overwintering onions. Even dedicating just one bed to quinoa each year will pay long-term dividends by gradually deepening soil structure and fertility. Like any gardening technique, quinoa cover cropping has its learning curve. Quinoa seeds are edible, yes, but for cover cropping, don't let it mature fully unless you want volunteers popping up next season. Planting too late? Well, quinoa really needs a warm window to thrive. If you plant it too late in the season, you might end up with stunted growth and, honestly, fewer soil benefits overall. Overcrowding with crops is another thing to watch out for. Quinoa's main job is to rebuild your soil, so don't try to interplant it with heavy-feeding vegetables in the same bed. It will just outcompete them. Why should experienced gardeners not overlook quinoa? If you're already a seasoned gardener, you might be wondering if quinoa is really worth experimenting with, especially when rye or clover seem to do the job just fine. Here's the difference. Quinoa offers a unique blend of deep root penetration, low fertility needs, and canopy cover that, honestly, many traditional cover crops just don't deliver all at once. Plus, there's the simple joy of variety. Soil ecosystems really thrive on diversity, and rotating in quinoa means your soil community doesn't get, too used to the same cover crop year after year. That's kind of like an insurance policy for your garden against soil fatigue, pests, and diseases. At SoilSage Chronicles, I believe every gardener has the power to leave their soil better than they found it. Cover cropping with quinoa is more than just a quick fix. It's honestly part of a bigger philosophy of feeding the soil so the soil can feed you. With its deep-reaching roots, organic matter contributions, and weed-suppressing canopy, quinoa is a partner you didn't know you needed. So next time your garden beds look weary, instead of reaching for another bag of fertilizer, think about sowing quinoa. Let the plant do the heavy lifting and watch your soil come back to life season after season. Quinoa isn't just a trendy grain, it's a soil healer that deserves a place in your garden. From loosening compacted earth to feeding your soil microbes and keeping weeds at bay, it's one of the most resourceful cover crops you can add to your rotation. I hope this article inspires you to give quinoa cover cropping a try in your own garden beds. And remember, gardening is a journey of experimentation, discovery, and constant learning. If you found this guide useful, be sure to subscribe to SoilSage Chronicles on YouTube, and don't forget to share this article with a fellow gardener who might need a little inspiration for their soil. Together, let's keep building healthy living soil, one cover crop at a time.